You have to stop every I was going to say every half a mile or so, but I think it's probably more like every 100 yards, 100 meters. So I had a hoodie on, but where I switched on earlier on, just back there, I took it off because I was getting far too warm too quick. And although there's a bit of a cool breeze, I'm boiling. I know what they say about when you're walking, hiking, you can quickly heat up. But these hills haven't been too bad so far. There could have been worse. Mind you, saying that, I'm coming down a big one now, and I've got a funny feeling I've got to get up the other side. Oh. I came last night, it was supposed to be a 2-nighter, but this is all National Trust, and where I was told I could park, there were signs saying no overnight parking, and I knew from I would have to take from the road to the pitch is like 25 minutes walk up and down these hills. So, and it was getting to like half past 6, so I only had an hour to get to my pitch and get set up before pitch black, and I still wasn't convinced I was in the right place, so I decided to go back home. So I was really stressed and grumpy that I'd lost a night's camping, but I went home, I did my research, and in terms of maps and stuff, and I had found the right place, but I was told I could park there, and it was clearly you can't park there, and I wasn't willing to leave the car there. So I've come today and I found a decent little parking spot, a little nook, and so off we go. So I'm really happy now, and I'm glad I've chosen this spot. Well, I say that now because it's challenging me, and it'll build that fitness up. There's only one way of building your hiking fitness, and that's to get out there hiking. But it's a heavy pack I'm carrying. I know it's a heavy pack. I reckon it's at least, it's about 10 kilograms or less, or more I should say. I'll have to weigh it when I get home, and I tried to slim down what was in, so I took all the stuff that I didn't think was essential. But I've got a hold all as well, with a change of clothes and stuff. See, the thing is, with me new to this game, I haven't got all the extra light clothing that you need, so all my clothes to keep me dry and warm, it's all the heavy stuff. And if it rains tomorrow, because you can never trust the weather forecast, I'll need that clothing. So yeah, that's like all adding. God knows how the Royal Marines do this with a full pack for around about 25-30 miles, I think it is, isn't it? And they have to do it in a time it's timed, I think. Oop. Here we go. Show you what we've got down here, look. I think that's that brook that it's on about. I'm not worried about that, because I got some, when I bought all this camping gear a couple of months ago, I got some they're like a welly stroke, it's like a Wellington with a gator stuck on it, and it's a part of the Helly Hansen Arctic wear, so I should be able to get across without getting soaked. Oh God, I hope. Well, that is pretty deep. I'm gonna have to find a better way across here. I'm not going to try and get through over them steps and stepping stones with a pack I've got on. Not knowing how deep that is. It's because of all the rain we've had over the last week or two. It's all running off. I think, I don't know whether I'm going to be going to go over my boots, that. Shut rather there. That's one problem solved. Oh, just trying to get my breath back. I got across there, but I fell over when I got to the other side, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm soaked. It's even gone into my boots, so I'll need to dry that off when I get there. But the thing is, I didn't bring a change of pants. Whew. So I don't know how I'm going to get these dry. It's turning into a wild most challenge. Oh. I've got to get past that little waterfall. Woo. God, I'm soaking. But that now can be done about that now. Woo. Right guys, I think we're on the home straight now. Just I'll just show you where we're going down. Yeah. I've just climbed over a gate just up there. Well, it's really challenging me, this one. Yep. Oh. Hi guys. Well, I think I found the place. I think I found the spot, but my feet are sodden wet. I had to go cut across this brook again. I think I've been across it backwards and forwards about 2 or 3 times, but when I took a look from that corner and I saw this round here, I thought, yeah, this is where you're camping. But I think the next bit is just to get camp set up and then get out of these wet clothes, these wet pants. I didn't bring any other proper pants. I've only got a pair of what do you call them, thermo pants. It'll come to me in Prince. Oh god, I can't even think straight. This has been the most challenging thing I've done in God knows I don't know how long. Physically it's just right. It's been up there. It's been a right challenge. I'm just glad I'm here now, and it just gets to getting set up and chilling and enjoying, and trying to get my boots and my jeans dried out as much as I can. But yeah, all I've got is my underclothes, long john pants, long johns and that. So I'll have to it's a bit windy and it's sunny, so I might be in with a bit of luck. Anyway, let's get this tent up, eh? Well, I'm absolutely, well, I think my bum area's dried a little bit. It's just the bottom of my jeans and my boots, because that water's running about 1.5 foot deep, and you don't really get it much lower than that. You might get it a bit lower than that, but then your next step and it's just straight over your boots. But it's all the rain we've had over the last fortnight, and it's just running down now, so everywhere's running. So hopefully these they're like these, I think, God, they're hard to get on when they're hard to get on when they're dry. Never mind wet. I need somebody to give us an hand, but I don't think there's anybody. Look. But anyway, I'm not going to be needing these till morning. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll just have to, if these don't dry out in time, I'll just have to wear the welly bit. They are good, just not for paddling through 2 foot, 18 inches to 2 foot of water. Running, that was the bit I was worried about, because it's really fast flowing, and when you've got a full pack on, you lose your balance. Your centre of gravity's all out of cock, so I was terrified of falling over into the water. Oh, I'm doing this now just because I just want to get out of it. I want to start feeling dry. Oh. I mean, if I could have filmed all them like crossings, I would have, but I was terrified of losing the equipment and everything, so I had to turn it off. And safety was paramount as well, because morale, you know, because it's been a right struggle, this, physically and mentally. My morale was starting to decrease a little bit, to dip, and yeah, you know, I didn't want my morale to dip any further than it already had. But it's coming back up now. Morale, now I've got myself pitched. Once now my camp is coming together, I'm feeling I took one, when I put the boots on, I took one sock off to try and get the boot on, because I've never worn them before, yet, and they fit real tight, and I couldn't find my other sock. I thought, where's my sock gone? And then I realised when I was walking, I thought, you've got your sock on. So I had one sock on and one sock off. Well, that's me all over. You got to laugh, haven't you? Well, especially when this is the payoff. It's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely stunning, and well worth the effort. And I'll feel even more that once I've had my cup of tea, because I'm desperate for a cup of tea. So I'm gonna use that as a, that's a good idea, that, actually. Gotta be able to. I'll just leave it over there like that. I think it'll be all right. One over there like that, and then one over there like that. There's a right strong breeze coming through this way. That's why I've pitched the tent. So I'll be sleeping into the wind. I've been pitching this all wrong over recent camps. It only dawned on me the other day that this is the correct way, that you should pitch into the wind. So when the wind is coming, this bit of the tent, this part of the vestibule, acts as a windbreak. So I'm sat here and I can't feel any wind at all. I've been shielded completely. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I was really anxious this morning. I know now for definite going home last night was the best decision by far, because I couldn't have tackled what I've just tackled this afternoon last night with an hour, knowing that I only had an hour to get pitched and everything. No, there's never in a million years I would have done it. So I'm glad it worked out for best. I think whenever doing a challenge like this, I think we've got to kind of give ourselves as much daylight as possible, just, you know, because you just don't know what you're going to come up against. And yeah, but definitely the payoff. You can't, you know, you see pictures of, you know, and it never is exactly as you envisage it, but this, because I've got permission to be here, this is National Trust land, and I've got permission to be here, so I'm absolutely fine. But the pictures I saw, they don't give it credit yet. Photos never do. This is absolutely fantastic. It'll be even better when I've had my cup of tea. Cup of tea! Take this off. Right. Yeah. If whatever money I come into of late, I'm gonna have to spend it on lightweight clothing, because you can't really carry a hold all everywhere you go, because it is a real chore. It'd be best if I had like all lightweight gear that I could just put in my backpack, even if my backpack was that little bit heavier. Right. I'm going to get some water out the stream, brook, or whatever you want to call it. Oh. Yeah, I thought at one moment I'd bit off more than I could chew. But these things, when you're camping wild, because this is wild camping, just because it's owned by the National Trust, don't mean it's not wild. Yes, but I definitely thought I'd bit off more than I could chew. And deep down I knew it was going to be a challenge, but I didn't know. I'll try to put as much of the putting the tent up as I can, because at one time I thought it was just going to fly away with me underneath it, you know, like a balloon going off. I was struggling with it like hell, like pulling me all over the place. I thought, oh no. All full black. My mouth's all dry. Oh. My lips are all dry. Oh man. I'm starting to calm down now. My wooden mug, that thing that I was dreaming over, that I got, I tried to clean it out with, because you can't really put them in them. I was trying to put them in the dishwash, putting it in the dishwash, because I thought, oh, it might dry it out, and, you know, and all the rest of it might crack, and all I did was pour some hot water in with a bit of baking soda, and it cracked down the middle, so the water was coming out, and it had a crack along the side, and I've only used it on two camps. So yeah, not very happy bunny, because it was just short of 30 quid for that. No, I don't think I'm going to get another wooden mug. Yeah, so I'm just having a bit of a challenge trying to get reimbursed for it, because, you know, obviously it's not fit for purpose, is it? But it's not a UK company. It's in Ireland, from what I understand. Not Northern Ireland, but Southern Ireland. So I don't know whether I don't think their consumer rights are the same as ours. They don't kind of overlap. So I may or may not get the money back. You know, I might just have to take it on the chin. But I don't think I'll get another wooden mug. The only thing is I paid through PayPal, and PayPal are usually quite good with stuff like this, but I've got to give PayPal Ireland a ring first to see if I can sort it out through them, and if PayPal Ireland can't do it, then I have to try ordinary PayPal. But they've usually been very good. That's why I always buy my stuff through PayPal if I can. Always try to do it through PayPal if I can, because they've come good on a number of occasions. Have this cup of tea, sort out my sleep system. It's the usual one, there's nothing new. It's the same one I had last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. So I'll not go through it again. If you've not watched any previous, this is your first one. If this is your first episode, just it's covered in all the other ones. The sleeping bag, it's a down. Lower limit is -10. -10. Ultralight sleeping bag, Goose Down by Alton. It's an Australian company, but they don't have. You can't buy direct in this country. There's no. They're not subsidiaries. They're not subsidiaries in England, in the UK. So you have to buy direct from Australia, and doing it that way, you incur a lot of duties, tax, import tax, and duties and stuff. So I bought a number of things, but I ended up paying 160 quid in import tax and duties. Would I buy any more from Alton at the moment? No, just because of the tax and the duties. The quality of the stuff is absolutely fantastic. It's lovely, great stuff. But I think you can buy equally as good from within the UK at the moment, I think, or even in Europe, because I don't think you pay import tax and duties in Europe at the moment, do you? So yeah, I could have got just as good and saved myself the 160 quid in import duties. So be warned. I think they're only better be careful there when you're bending. Look at me burning myself again. If you didn't see the last one. I'm always bloody burning myself. I shouldn't be allowed out on my own, should I really? wife worries like hell, you know. Me being out here. I think she's worrying more so on this one because she knows it's a bit more of a challenge than that. So but you gotta do it, aren't you? You can't let mental health, poor mental health, drag you down. It does, because it's the nature of the beast, but you've just got to challenge it. You just got to get out there and do something that you're really interested in, that really floats your boat. You know, if there's anything that you think, oh, I'd love to do that, I'd love to have a good go at that. Do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know it's not as easy as that. I know it's not, especially nowadays with the people are struggling just to bloody feed themselves and keep warm in the winter. Many. So I know it's not as easy as that. But I am a little bit fortunate at this moment, in my life. I have had access to a little bit of money to buy this and that and the other, to come and start this, and do it, and so that I am grateful for. I'm fortunate, very fortunate, I suppose. And there'll be yous out there, some of yous out there, thinking, yeah, I just wish I had, because it is expensive, a lot of this gear, especially the gear that you need for for really wild camping, I know some people out there who do this kind of thing, who hopefully are watching. They'll be going, God, Greg, you only went up and down, you only went up a couple of hills and crossed a stream. You're talking like you're Scott to the Antarctic or something. No, but it's a big deal for me, climbing over fences and gates, trying to figure out the best way across it's a fast flowing river, that it is fast. Oh, cheers. But hey guys, having a cup of coffee. I need a boost, a caffeine boost. I've just started, I was a bit hungry because I've not had anything to eat since breakfast this morning, and it's like 10 to 5 now, which would ordinarily be around about tea time for me, but I'd rather have my tea later on. So I'm just I needed something, and I was eating these, we've got Scotch pancakes from Aldi, just get them from Aldi, there you go. And they're a bit dry and that, so I thought, oh, they'll be nice, they'll be nice with a cup of coffee. And then I thought, I wonder what they're going to be like dunking into coffee, instead of a biscuit, dunking one of these. So I'm going to dunk it and see what it's like. Obviously you can't leave it in for too long because it's just a sponge, isn't it? Oh, it works. Really softens them up though. so you've got to be careful. There we go again. Actually, it makes them much easier to eat. They're not that claggy. You know what claggy means? Where it sticks to your mouth and it's like really difficult to munch through. So yeah. It's got to be a quick dunk though. Little bits of my pancake was floated on the top. I mean, yeah. My coffee. Oh. I've got my jeans out there sitting on the rocks. I mean, I don't think it could have been better weather. Yeah, apart from midsummer with a bit of heat on there as well as the wind, they'd dry in no time. But this time of year, you know, hopefully, you know, they're going to dry out nicely. It's believed that this little bit of an area where I'm camped, there's near here, there's a Roman fort, and it's believed that many years, you know, with the Roman time, that they might have used this for a place to bathe. I think this time of year at the even in Roman times you would have caught me in there having a wash. But yeah, it's believed that these are like a Roman bath. It's a place where they used to bathe, because the fort is just at the top of that hill. Yeah. I've been thinking, planning my escape tomorrow. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. I know that. I don't know whether to put my trainers on, just my trainers. Just getting across that water, because otherwise I'm just going to get absolutely like I did today. So I'm just trying to plan, you know, maybe I'm a bit worried that some of them stones or rocks along there, you know, sharp bits, so I'm tempted not to go in it barefoot. Yeah, but then again, if I put my boots on, sure as eggs are eggs, I'm going to get wet inside. They're going to get wet inside, but they will protect my feet from any, you know, from the rough stones and the rocks and stuff like that. I can always take them off, sort of like wear them without any socks, wear them barefoot, and then when I've got past all the brook, the stream, river, whatever you want to call it, When I get back to the car, I can take them off and dry my feet and put my socks on and put my trainers on. That might be the best way. And then I'm thinking, how do I do it with my jeans? Do I just cross the brooks, like, you know, with my base layer, roll them up past my knees, and then once I've got past all that, then put my jeans on. In fact, the first time I went over, when I came across the stream, I didn't notice on the one side where the fence is, there was like a walkway. So I could have just walked it instead of walking right up, trying to find a place. How I didn't see that, I haven't got a clue. Walking up and down, trying to find the best place to cross. So here I am on the other side of the brook, squelch, squelch, squelch. After climbing over a barbed wire fence as well. And then I get back on track and I notice this walkway. So at least I know that I don't have to go searching for them, but I've still got to cross this river. Cross at this point. Some of you bright ones will be thinking, why don't I just walk along this side and then I don't have to cross it at any point? But there's I don't know whether I'm allowed to walk. I could. I think you've just given me food for thought there. I think later on I'll have a look. I'll go up these rocks here. Go up these rocks here and have a look to see what the layout is. The only thing is the route map that I've got means that I should go back the way that I came. I know the stone walling along when I was on about the final quarter of the trek. I was thinking, how the hell am I going to get over that wall? Because this dry stone wall was quite high. And then at the top of the dry stone wall, there was like this wire fencing. But I thought, just keep going. Just keep going. And then eventually I come across this gate. And it said that this gate will probably be locked. And it's quite high gate. The gate, when I stood above the gate, the top of it was like here. So I had to get the pack over and then my bag over, and then I had to climb over. Well, that wasn't a pretty sight. It'd have been good to watch though, but I just wanted the mood in filming it. I just wanted to get over it and get here, you know. And so when I get fitter, hopefully the videos will get better. I'm 59. I've got some dodgy joints, especially in my knees, which I'm receiving physio for. And so I haven't done too bad today, I think, considering I've just been sat in a house for 5 years. Oh, like a hermit. And that's what it's all about, pushing your boundaries, pushing you past your limits, or what you think your limits are. I was, you know, having to take a breather every when I was coming uphill, well, every 20 yards or so, just to get my breath. God, you don't realise how unfit you get when you're just like a couch potato, you know, sitting. So you just keep going and pushing and pushing. And that's what the adventure's about, isn't it? And that's what where the memories come. So yeah. Have I got any regrets coming out this weekend? No, not at all. Have I got any regrets that I went home last night instead of trying it? No. No regrets whatsoever. Because I know I wouldn't have... I could have ended up in real bother with myself. Could have ended up in the right state. So no. Everything worked out just as it should do. But now, only at the end of this, I'll have an awareness of those things that need to be improved upon. How can I improve upon, you know, the next wild camp? You know, when faced with brooks and fast running streams and, you know, with the limitations, with the challenges, you know, being unfit and out of shape, and you know, it's what can I do to make next time better? Because I never thought for one moment when I came out today that I would end up soaked to the skin and sodden and in need of a change of clothes when I get to the camp. So, but fortunately I brought my fleece. That was in the grip, because I knew once I got here I'd start to cool down fast and I'd need to get something dry and warm on. And I had the foresight to bring these the base layer bottoms and the base layer top. So I took my t-shirt off because that was damp. I've got this on, my fleece. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, it's alright. The only thing is, I wish I had some dry pants, you know, like, maybe not jeans, but, you know, just a pair of tracksuit bottoms or something like that, and I could sit out. I'd be able to sit out and just take in where I am. But there's a cold wind coming through there, and it's chilly, and I'm not going to sit out there in just a base layer. If it had been summer, maybe, but not tonight. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to take in the environment, the area, the spot. Once I've kind of got my second wind. And I'll show you where as well. What's the point in coming through to a place like this, going through all the challenges and not appreciating the place where you've got to? You know, that's what it's all about. That's the payback, isn't it? That's the payback at the end of it. Anyway, I'm going to have this coffee, chill for a while, and then we'll have a little stroll round outside and take in the place and think about Romans. They didn't wear trousers, did they? They wore like a skirt or something, didn't they? Well, they wouldn't have had that problem, would they? They would have just got in with the... They'd have had something covering their feet, though, I would have thought. Bit of leather or something. Check themselves from cuts and stuff. But aye. Right, I'll have this coffee. And then we'll now have a little scour about. So I'll see you in a bit. Just look at this place. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Bit below sun there. Yeah, this is definitely worth all the effort. You know, I'm inclined tomorrow morning to go across bare feet. I know that's a bit of a risk and a bit of a gamble, you know, because but I'm sure people have gone paddling in there in the summertime. Yeah, the sun's coming down now, so it's difficult to get a good view of this place. It's just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Well worth the effort. Very much well worth the effort. And I think I've probably got the best spot. What an incredible place. This water changed in thousands of years. Right, it's that time to have tonight's tea. And tonight's tea is going to be one of these. Well, it's not freeze dried, it's real food for the great outdoors, by Wayfarer. Wayfarer. Right, there we go. And this is beef and barley stew, and you just basically tear the top off. Ooh, it smells lovely. And then pour it into a pan. Just it's alright, it just smells like stew. So go in with a bin with all the stuff later. So bring this. See on this, it says you just have to, on a low heat, just stir it gradually on a low heat. I think that's just to stop it from sticking and burning on the only thing is I hope it I don't know whether I need to add any water to it or whether it's just it says once you've once it's hot and ready to eat, put it in a nice plate kind of thing. Well, I'm not, didn't bring any plates with me this time. I thought I'm going to eat it straight from the pan. Oh, you gotta keep turning it because it doesn't stick that to the pan quickly if you don't. I brought a wooden spoon, just a small one, just to oh, it's got a flavour here I haven't tasted before. I think I have, but I'm struggling to place it. It's a bit spicy. There's a flavour in it. I like it. I'm saying I don't like the flavour. It's nice. But it's got a bit of heat to it as well. It is sticking to the bottom a bit now, so I think that might be it. Yeah. And as quick as that. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Much nicer than that freeze-dried meal that I had in the last episode. That was just completely flavourless. And the irony is, this was actually cheaper than the other one. I would definitely buy this again. I would. I'd get it again. You know why I'm enjoying this so much? Because it's my first hot meal since breakfast. I had them pancakes earlier on, and they had like filled the gap a little bit. But I just needed something nice, like a proper meal, just to lift my spirits up a bit. And I've got a breakfast for morning. A breakfast I haven't had so far. But I won't tell you what it is yet. You'll have to wait till morning to see it. It sounds really nice, so I'm looking forward to it. It's a hot breakfast. Wow, it's really peppery, this. The heat was coming through, not the spicy heat. Is it's pepper, heavily peppered. And you know what's weird? There's only like 300 grams of food in there, and you think, will that be enough to fill you up? But this is really satisfying, not just in the way it tastes, but already I can feel myself feeling satisfied with what I'm eating. Yeah, sticking to the bottom. The bottom bits are always nice, so I found. I like burnt toast and all sorts. I like anything burnt. I brought my jeans in because I tested them. The boots are drying out nicely. The inner of the boots as well, that's drying. But my jeans, nah, they're not having it, the damp as hell. So, in the morning, I'm gonna have to hike back to the car, just in my base layer. Might scare the sheep like, but I don't think there's going to be anybody about that early in the morning. Yeah, in fact it might even make it easier when it's time for crossing the stream. I'm going to cross the stream with barefoot. Yeah, I just kind of feel like, you know, if it was summer I'd probably be paddling in it. So yeah, just cross the stream in the morning, and then when I get across the stream, dry my feet and put boots on, and it should be okay. As usual, I mean, I've got some snacks. I've got some smoky barbecue almonds and cashews. They're for later. Look, I don't know whether you can read it from there. Those are for my little nibbles later. I've also brought me earphones to listen to some music later on. I don't know whether to listen to some music, or I've got quite a few books on Audible that I've not listened to. I don't know whether to just to lay back and enjoy a bit of, you know, listening to a book. So yeah, that tea was nice. It's getting dark now, and the sun's set, as you probably can tell, and the temperature has dropped, really dropped. Very clear night, not a cloud in the sky. You can see all the aeroplanes going by. So I'm hoping tonight to see the stars in the full glory, you know, like when there's no light pollution. I'm hoping to see them. I've never seen, well, I have seen long time ago when I used to be in the Royal Navy, and sometimes when we was out at sea, and yeah, sometimes when we was at sea I used to be able to get, it's awe-inspiring, you know, when you look at it and you think, wow, but I haven't seen the stars without light pollution for a long time, so I'm kind of hoping to get that tonight. Oh, that cup of tea is nice. This is the last cup of tea of the day. I've only had a couple, but yeah, so I've got my quilt. I'm sat on my pad and I've got the quilt all around my legs, and the legs are toasty, absolute real toasty. So even if it gets really cold tonight, I know I'm going to be okay with this mat. The mat's only a 4, is it a 4T you call it, something? So it's only like middle of the road, but the floor's not going to get frozen or anything tonight, so it should be absolutely fine. I'm probably going to need to get another mat for proper winter, or you know, to get some kind of insulation mat to go between, you know, to actually go on the floor. I don't know what to do with that, but whether to put the mat on the floor or put the mat on top of the mat, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that might work out cheaper than having to buy a higher rated mat. Because it's a funny old thing, this camping game, you know, you always need something. And but a new mat is at the lower end of the priority list. I think what goes up higher is definitely some winter clothing, which will be whether I'm fortunate, you know, I'll have to just kind of wait and see with all this, innit? It's just like wait and see. Anyway, saying that, you know, with a clear sky, I still can't see. I thought I would have seen 1 or 2 stars just starting to poke through, maybe Mars or Venus or something like that, but no, there's nothing coming through yet. Got to get up early in the morning. I've set my alarm for 5. I've got to get home for 11, at least before 11 anyway, because my wife needs the car with something to do with work. So I've just got to bite the bullet, get up, have breakfast, decamp, and then get back to the car. So there won't be much loitering around in the morning. It'll be very much wake up, coffee or tea depending on how I feel, and breakfast, a special breakfast. Yes, you'll see the special breakfast anyway. And then it'll be decamp. I don't know whether I'll record all the camp, you know, decamp, but you know, you'll see parts of it. And then the walk back to the car. I've never heard so much water running. All you can hear is the water running behind me. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea, and then I'm going to chill, and I'll probably end up falling asleep, you know. I've just been playing a bit of Sudoku on my phone, and because I usually like to do a bit of Sudoku on the night, And I only managed to do a couple of puzzles, and I was just so tired. I thought, nah. And so there's no Sudoku tonight. I don't think I'm going to listen to any music. I think I'm just going to chill back, have a cup of tea, chill, lock up. I might hang on till it gets really dark, and hopefully I'll be able to see a few stars, and then it'll be bedtime for me. So yeah. I want a bad night's sleep, really. Should we start again? Yeah. Good morning. Made myself a nice coffee. Wake me up, sharpen my brain. Got to be on the ball today with this morning. I had a good sleep last night. Yeah. I think I ended up going over maybe about 9:30, I think. I think I fell over to sleep. The sky. Oh God. I know the camera don't pick up the sky at night very well. But out there it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Just one big carpet of stars. Absolutely lovely. I better reveal my surprise then, eh? For my breakfast. The big reveal. It's another Wayfarer package. Real. Cowboy barbecue beans. This is I think it's a vegan. It's a vegan meal. It's got like bits of fake
bacon in there. I'm not bothered whether it's fake or real as long as it tastes nice. So yes, that's what we'll be cooking up after I've had my coffee. Yep. Yeah, well, proof will be in the eating, won't it? I think it's because like this gas canister's on its last legs. It's just giving out just the right amount of heat to gently warm this breakfast up. Yeah. Smoky. I don't mind a bit of smoky food. What's that like? Oh, it's nice and hot. Right. Let's get this down the hatch. I don't know, those like little sausages or what, or a different type of bean. And there you go, that's what it looks like. I don't know whether you can see that very well. It's alright. Better than porridge. I'm pleasantly surprised. Don't taste synthetic or anything. I suppose the test is, would I have them again? And I think I would. Well done, Wayfarer. 2 reasonably decent meals.
So guys, well, back to the car. Whoa, that was an epic one this weekend. God, pushed me right to the limit, that. Oh man, I've enjoyed it though. It's been well worth it. The place where the camp was just absolutely magical, and the weather has been great as well. But if you've stayed to this point, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. If you've really liked and enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, please subscribe. And because I intend to be making many more, and share it as well. Share it amongst your friends and that. And until the next time, see you for now.